What if I told you the devil doesn't need to break into your house? He just needs you to keep scrolling. He doesn't need to speak when your feed is already discipling you. The images you watch, the jokes you laugh at, the sounds stuck in your head, they're preaching something. And for many, it's a gospel of death disguised as entertainment. You think it's just harmless fun, but the enemy has always worked best in disguise. He didn't come at Eve with fire. He came with a question. Did God really say? Now, he asks the same thing through trends, reels, and content that chips away at truth. One scroll at a time, your convictions start to erode. You laugh at sin, grow numb to lust, compare yourself to people who don't know Jesus, and wonder why your peace is leaking and your joy feels fake. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." But your guard has dropped. You're letting things in through your eyes and ears that poison your spirit. You're feeding your flesh with content that stirs up anxiety, shame, pride, and lust, and starving your soul of the word, of silence, of holiness. This isn't about legalism. It's about life and death. What you consume shapes you. The same phone that lets you hear a sermon can also let in a spirit that mocks everything God stands for. That's how subtle the war is. The phone is not the demon, but it can become the doorway, a portal, a high place, an altar where your attention is offered up daily. You visit it first thing in the morning and last thing at night, and slowly, without even knowing it, you stop hearing God, not because he's silent, but because your soul is too loud. You wouldn't let a demon walk through your front door, but you let one speak to you through your screen. You wouldn't open your Bible next to a man cursing God, but you scroll right past it to watch someone do just that. Jesus said, "If your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out." Matthew 18:9. That's not literal, but it is serious. Cut off what's feeding your downfall. You can't walk in power while being discipled by your flesh. You can't scroll through hell all week and expect heaven to fill you on Sunday. Peter walked on water until he looked at the wind. It wasn't the storm that sank him. It was his focus. What are you focusing on? What has your gaze? Because what has your gaze has your heart. Maybe it's time to fast from your feed. Maybe it's time to let silence speak again. Maybe it's time to starve what's killing you and feast on the living word. God hasn't moved. He's still watching the road, waiting for the prodigal to come home, not with shame but with a robe. But you've got to make the turn. Close the door, put down the idol, and come back hungry.